was your childhood home located? Did you enjoy living there? I lived in several locations due to my father's occupation. The first place I recall was in Mercedes, Texas. When you're a child, you enjoy wherever your parents are. The second place was Far, Texas. Yes, I enjoy living there. The third place was Port Lavaca, Texas. Oh, I miss San Benito. And the fourth was Texas City. Describe your grandparents' houses. Did you visit them often? And why or why not? Well, my father's parents lived very far. I only knew my grandmothers. I visited my father's mother in Mexico City. She lived in a big, tall building. My aunt and my grandmother lived free at the top. It was a very, very humble little apartment. It was so humble that I never seen something more poor. I also visited my mother's grandmother, my mother's mother. She, on the other hand, lived in a big, beautiful house surrounded by a big family. It was here where we would come to celebrate our Christmases and share a lot of our childhood days. There were times that certain events were not always pleasant, but they were part of our lives and gave us shape and form in our upbringing.
Where was that house?
This was in Monterrey, Mexico. It says to list one special memory about each of my brothers and sisters. Oh boy. I will begin with Mimi, since she's the oldest. Once there was a young man who was coming to visit her, and she wanted to prepare a dinner. Her dinner was great, but she did not know how to make tortillas. So she used a plate to press to her tortillas, would come out round and pretty and show off for the guy. George event that I can remember was when he made us go into the baptistry of the church in Far, Texas. He encouraged us all to go swimming. Ben wouldn't speak at all at school. Teachers asked my parents if he could speak. My parents asked Ben why he didn't talk at school. And he answered, if I speak, I get spanked. Since I didn't speak English, I'd rather not speak at all. And Deas running around the neighborhood in her panties. She was 3 years, playing with Angelito and Yolanda across the street. Those were my memories about each one of them, special memories. The next one is recall some of the most important lessons you have learned in life. We lived an ordinary life, but we were happy. We learned to be happy with whatever we had. There were problems and needs, but they were okay because there was trust in God. I learned that we could not live without the Lord. There was always certain expectations that were not necessarily expressed verbally, but we knew that we had to study to become someone to serve God with the best of our lives. I also learned from my mom never to complain. Never did I hear a complaint from her, even though when she did not have certain material things.